Kahapon po ay malakas ang ulan, pero lo and behold, tumigil din ito at hanggang ngayon ay maganda ang panahon. Kaya laging tandaan, umulan man ng ilang araw, pasasaan ba at magiging maaraw din. Kaya patuloy lang sa pagtutok sa DOSTv at DOST Pag-asa para updated everyday. Ako po si Jel Miranda, ang inyong ka-online at ka-forever. We welcome you to DOSTv, your most comprehensive real-time authority on the latest weather updates. Dahil weather lang ang laging nandyan, tag-araw man o tag-ulan, hindi nangiiwan kahit sino ka man. Remember that folks, it's DOSTv, reporting live from Pag-asa Weather and Flood Forecasting Center. Ang DOSTv ay mapapanood ninyo Mondays to Fridays, 11 a.m. to 12 noon, dito lang sa www.dostv.ph. At live na rin po tayo sa Facebook at facebook.com/dostvph. Kaya makisabay na rin sa live streaming namin. Ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan, kaya puspusan na lang din ang pag-implement ng mga projects and innovations ng DOST that would benefit the youth of today. Plus, mapasiti man o countryside ay walang kawala sa biyayang handog ng DOST. Tunghayan yan mamaya sa aming back-to-back docu. All that and more para sa episode natin sa araw na ito. Pero bago yan, alamin muna natin ang magiging lagay ng panahon for today. Heto ng ating Pag-asa correspondent, Mr. Benison Estareja para sa ating ulat panahon.
Thank you, Ms. Jel. Good morning sa iyo at good morning din sa ating mga viewers ng DOSTv. Ngayong araw po ng Huwebes, asahan po natin ang epekto ng tail end ng cold front dito sa northern and central Luzon at meron din po tayong easterlies dito sa natitirang bahagi ng bansa at meron din tayong tinatawag na trough or extension ng isang low pressure area na nasa labas po ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility. Silipin muna natin ang ating magiging weather for Luzon ngayong araw. Kung mapapansin po natin, maulap na kalangitan ang nararanasan dito sa northern and parts of central Luzon dahil pa rin yan si tinatawag na tail end ng cold front or yung convergence ng amihan at ng easterlies. Kaya naman magdadala ito ng kaulapan, especially dito po sa mga kababayan natin sa Cagayan, gayon din sa Isabela, Aurora, and lalawigan ng Apayao. Asahan po ngayong araw ang moderate to occasionally heavy ng mga pagulan na dulot ng tail end ng cold front na posible magdulot ng flash floods sa mga low-lying areas or malapit sa mga ilog at landslides naman sa mga bulubunduking lugar. Dito naman po sa natitirang bahagi ng Cagayan Valley, gayon din sa natitirang bahagi ng Cordillera and Ilocos Region, makakaasa din po sila ng maulap na kalangitan ngayong araw. Pero yung mga pag-ulan po nila mahina hanggang katamtaman lamang na dulot pa rin ng tail end ng cold front. Pagdating po dito sa natitirang bahagi ng Central Luzon, gayon din sa Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Bicol Region, and Mimaropa, asahan po ngayong araw ang bahagyang maulap na kalangitan sa buong araw. Posible na maging maulap lalo na sa dakong hapon hanggang gabi at possible pa rin ang mga isolated rain showers or thunderstorms na usually nagtatagal lamang ng 1 hanggang 2 oras. Dumako naman po tayo sa ating magiging temperature ngayong araw sa Luzon. Ang tinatayang agwat ng temperatura sa Metro Manila ngayong araw 24 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius, so medyo mainit po ngayon. Dito naman sa Baguio City, 16 hanggang 22 degrees Celsius. Sa Tagaytay City naman, 21 hanggang 29 degrees. And finally, sa Puerto Princesa, 25 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. Dumako naman po tayo sa ating magiging weather for Visayas and Mindanao. Kung mapapansin po natin ang like kahapon, mas maulap ang malaking bahagi ng Visayas and Mindanao. At in fact, meron na po ngayong mga thunderstorms, lalo na sa silangang bahagi ng Visayas and Mindanao. Dahil po yan sa tinatawag na trough or extension ng isang low pressure area na nasa labas ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility. Asahan po natin dito sa Eastern and Central Visayas, maulap na kalangitan ngayong araw nga asahan. Meron din mga light to moderate rains and thunderstorms, especially dito sa mga probinsya ng Samar and Leyte. Kasama na rin dito sa Mindanao, ang Northern Mindanao and Caraga Region na dulot nga ng trough ng LPA. Mga light to moderate rains and thunderstorms ang aasahan. Sa natitirang bahagi naman ng Visayas and Mindanao, particularly dito sa western portion of Visayas and the central and western portion of Mindanao, makakaasa pa rin ng bahagyang maulap hanggang sa kuminsan ay maulap na kalangitan. At meron din mga tsansa ng mga isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Dumako naman po tayo sa ating magiging temperatura for Visayas and Mindanao. Dito sa Metro Cebu, maglalaro mula 25 hanggang 31 degrees Celsius ang ating temperatura. Sa Iloilo City naman, mas mainit, 26 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. Dito naman sa Metro Davao, pinakamainit sa ngayon, 25 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius. And finally, sa Zamboanga City naman ay 24 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. So ngayon po, wala pa rin tayong gale warning. So ibig sabihin, pwede pa rin maglayag ang anumang uri ng sasakyang pandagat sa ating mga baybayin. And so far, wala pa rin tayo nakikita na bagyo na maaaring pumasok sa ating bansa hanggang sa weekend. Dumako naman po tayo sa ating magiging sunset and sunrise. Si Haring Araw ay lulubog pa rin mamayang 5:24 ng hapon at muli itong sisikat bukas 2 minuto bago mag-alas 6 ng umaga. At mula pa rin dito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng DOST Pag-asa, ako po si Benison Estareja, reporting for DOSTv.
And for exclusive content na dito niya lang sa DOSTv makikita, here's Mr. Richard Orendain for our flood and water level advisory.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Ms. Jel, at magandang umaga sa iyo at sa ating mga viewers ng DOSTv. Hydrological update po tayo, particular itong mga minomonitor natin dams dito sa Luzon and yung mga river basin po dito po sa ating bansa. Unahin po natin dito sa mga dams dito po sa Luzon. Sa Angat Dam, bahagya pong umulan within the watershed ng Angat, pero bumaba po siya ng bahagya. Current elevation niya sa ngayon is 204.80. Bumaba po siya ng 10 cm. Samantalang dito po sa San Roque Dam, current elevation niya is 282.66 meters. Bahagya po itong tumaas ng 20 cm. Samantalang dito naman sa Pantabangan Dam, tumaas po siya ng 12 cm. Ang current elevation niya sa ngayon is 206.21 meters. Samantalang sa Magat Dam naman, current elevation niya is 190.56. Kaninang alas 6 ng umaga, bahagya rin po siyang tumaas ng 40 cm. Samantalang may mga flood advisories po tayong inisyo. Kanina pong alas 7 ng umaga, dito po sa Cordillera Administrative Region, particular itong lugar ng Apayao, Benguet, and Abra. And then dito po sa Region 2, which is Cagayan Valley, particular itong mga lugar sa Cagayan Province and Isabela Province. Samantalang dito po sa Central Luzon, particular itong Aurora. And then dito po sa Calabarzon, which is Region 4A, particular itong mga lugar ng Batangas, Cavite, Laguna, Quezon, and Rizal. Sa Bicol Region po, mayroon po tayong inisyong flood advisory dyan, particular itong Catanduanes, Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, Albay, and Sorsogon. And then mayroon po tayong isang inisyo dito po sa Visayas, particular itong Eastern Visayas, ito pong lugar ng Leyte, Eastern Samar, Northern Samar, Southern Leyte, and Samar. Ito po yung mga lugar, apektado po ito ng northeast monsoon, samantalang dito po sa Visayas na inisyo natin, apektado po siya ng intertropical convergence zone. So, lahat po ng residente sa mga nabanggit na lugar, pinapayuhan po natin na maging alerto. Dulot po ng malalakas na pag-ulan within the area at baka magdulot po ng mga pagbaha at landslide. So, mula pa rin dito, Jel, sa Pag-asa Flood Forecasting Center, Richard Orendain, nag-uulat.
The Department of Science and Technology, Science and Technology Information Institute, or DOST-STII, invites journalism students and campus journalists to sign up for free for its Science Journalism Right Shop on Communicating Biotechnology, which will be held during the celebration of the 2016 National Biotechnology Week. 10 slots are open to interested participants. To reserve, email stw@yahoo.com.
Is there something in your food other than food? A foreign matter, perhaps within the finished product? While it is embarrassing to the one who serves, it is rather quite deadly to the one who consumes it. Enforcement of food safety regulations in the industry sectors is necessary and vital. It should also be taken into mind that whether big or small, businesses in the food industry has a legal and moral responsibility to produce, prepare, and distribute food that will not harm the consumer. It can be a great cost to the food business if it does not execute good manufacturing practices. Take a look around the vicinity and layout of your food premises. The cleanliness of the area, equipment, utensils, floors, walls, and ceilings is vital. Would it likely increase food contamination as you prepare meals? Moreover, one should note of adequate maintenance of equipment used within the food businesses with bacteria and viruses. While some can be remedied with employees and training programs in incorporating effective hygienic practices, others are more difficult to control. The Department of Science and Technology urged the public to avail its food safety services. Save the hassle of traveling or burning out the time by registering to oneexpert.gov.ph. Search all food safety experts in the country for your growing need. Food Safety Consultancy Program involves the deployment of food safety experts to food businesses to improve their compliance to requirements of current good manufacturing practices standard sanitation operating procedures, conducts hazard analysis critical control points, and provide relevant trainings to employees. One Expert offers its nationwide pool of science and technology experts ready to provide technical advice and consultative services to Filipinos anywhere.
We live in an era where information is acquired and exchanged at our fingertips and in an instant. As such, the idea of going to a physical library for needed information has become rather dreary and outdated. But what use is a wealth of knowledge, especially in the fields of science and technology, if it is available only to those in the urban and suburban communities, or the ones privileged with connectivity? In the Philippines, a huge percentage of our population has yet to access the internet, and what is usually online are basic, general information that are quite limited. The Science and Technology Information Institute of the Department of Science and Technology has made S&T knowledge within easy reach through its virtual library in a box. This is the Science and Technology Academic Research-Based Openly Operated Kiosk System, better known as Starbooks. Launched on June 24, 2011, Starbooks was envisioned to make S&T information for the grassroots, the library users in far-flung communities. Starbooks is encased in a pod which holds two computer units, one as the server and the other as the terminal. With thousands of digitized S&T resources in its system, Starbooks has become a treasure trove of science and technology products and research materials, scientific journals, instructional videos, and other learning tools, practically for everyone. The first few Starbooks were installed in 11 identified sites in Davao and Zamboanga. The following year, Starbooks found its way to 114 sites, 44 of which were in partnership with the Department of Education Regional Office in Leyte. In 2013, the Starbooks resources were greatly enhanced when the offline version of the Encyclopedia Britannica was integrated into the system and was made available in 103 more sites. In 2014, after setting up 134 new kiosk sites, Starbooks has already covered all 17 regions in the country. It was also in this same year that Starbooks was invited for paper presentation at the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions held in France. Halfway through 2015, Starbucks sites in schools, public libraries, and government agencies already reached a total of 650 kiosks nationwide as of date. Starbucks has gained the approval and appreciation of local government units, and more sites are being programmed this year. Even as it is already nominated for the Civil Service Commission's Hero and Public Servant Award, Starbucks has attracted the attention of international library community. In June 2015, STII's Starbucks received the Presidential Citation for Innovative International Library Projects of 2015 from the American Library Association. The award was conferred to DOSTv for making science and technology materials available to the general public in remote areas that have few information resources, no libraries, and little or no internet connectivity. In the future, Starbucks is envisioned to create more impact to its target publics by beefing up its content collections. The volume and quality of collections will be enhanced to serve as teachers' tool in science and technology education, and even allow the users to store pertinent information about their area or community through the Citizens Archiving feature of Starbucks. Current target is to set up 1,000 additional kiosks this year, and Starbucks will even have an online version to expand library users' resources and experience. Starbucks, breaking barriers to SNT knowledge and connectivity.
According sa report ng World Bank on Philippine Economic Update, published last April 2016, the Philippines remained a strong performer in the region despite slow global growth. Moreover, in the near term, economic growth is likely to remain strong and is projected to accelerate to 6.4% in 2016 before tempering slightly to 6.2% in 2017. And finally, poverty reduction is expected to continue if the country is able to maintain the relatively high economic growth and the more positive job trends in recent years. Despite recent shocks in agriculture, kakabit ng lahat ng ito ay ang walang tigil na efforts ng DOST to ensure that development in the field of science and technology is felt in all corners of the country and experienced by people of all walks of life. Tunghayan natin ang aming back-to-back documentaries sa all-out na public service na ginagawa ng DOST to make our lives better day by day.
Okay, Starbucks is a response to a problem. The problem is the inability of the challenges, barriers to the distribution, dissemination of science and technology information to the sectors that need them most. We're talking of the marginal sector. We're talking of schools that are really off the internet grid. We're talking of tertiary systems, tertiary education systems that they don't even possess the rudimentary science and technology references. So we have digitized copies of the originals from when since the early 1900s, when the first Philippine Journal of Science was published. So, but added to that, we were able to soup up our inventory by really searching the World Wide Web for royalty-free, useful, relevant, and appropriate content for our clients. So that is also very, very important since content is king, and you are actually also competing with the content that's being provided by other commercial providers. So we have to always updating our content. So right now also Starbucks, I believe, has benefited from the many resources from not only from the collection of the Science and Technology Information Institute, but also from the collection of different government and different agencies under the Department of Science and Technology, like the ITDI and the PICARD and other agencies. And recently, the entire collection of the technology resource, the former technology resource center composed of multimedia materials for livelihood and enterprise is now also included. So there's always something for everyone in the Starbucks.
Base nga dun sa needs assessment namin in line with education, ang Malinaw Elementary School ay nangangailangan talaga ng mga instructional materials and technology na makakatulong sa kanilang mag-aaral at hindi lamang doon, pati sa mga teachers. That's why we collaborated with the DOST and then we come up with the Starbucks. Yung Starbucks, alam namin yung system is maganda para sa mga estudyante at saka teachers ng Malinaw Elementary School. So again, Batangas State University provided 2 sets of computer para doon mailagay yung system ng Starbucks, and then we donated them to Malinaw Elementary School.
Una, it's so portable. We call it the science library in a box. No frills, you'll have your library in an instant. And by putting up the Starbucks, you'll have at your disposal almost 1 terabyte of science and technology information and other information that could help researchers, academics, even ordinary housewives, even an ordinary farmer, even an ordinary worker. Because our intention really is to narrow the digital divide by providing digital products in the form of Starbucks to people that really don't have access.
Dahil nga sa malayo itong palakpak at medyo para sa akin ay delikado ang paglalakad, isa pa'y may ilog na tinatawid, delikado pag umuulat bumabaha, dinadala ko na sa bayan ko na sila pinapapasok pag high school.
When you have a Starbucks, you have again a repository of veritable goldmine of information right at your fingertips. So you don't need internet, it's self-contained, okay? It's so easy to maintain, it's so easy to update. It's really having your own functioning library without the humongous expenses or cost to it, added to it. So it's really a very cost-efficient way of obtaining much-needed science and technology information. What we realize is that so many we have right now, even the public schools, they have computer systems, but they don't have the full system to, there's no content input, no, where they can actually get content, no. So they're hoping that with the computer systems in the schools, no, they can connect to the internet, which also poses another challenge and a problem. So with Starbooks, as we started offering Starbooks really as a, you give us your hard disk, we give you your content.
Bali yung Super Starbucks may bagong UI na. At saka bali nadagdagan yung mga videos. Dati kasi yung mga teaser niya hindi yun full video. Ngayon, bali kompleto na siya. May umabot ng 8 oras, 10 oras, ganun. 10 oras. Bali yung IP natin yung URL natin sa Starbucks na nandito. Bali ko-communicate na siya dito sa server. Saka yun, pwede na siya at the same time, yung terminal na yun, pwede na maka-access sa Starbucks.
Later on, they'll tell us, they told us what the features they would want, no? So we started also. But then again, when we started, it must be emphasized that we also very, very conscious about proprietary rights. No? And we're also very, very conscious about costs. No? But precisely the reason why we're able to pull off such an appropriate project is that we foresee already that the cost for memory and storage would become lower as the years go by. So we are leveraging this development, because years back, for example, a 1 gigabyte storage space would actually cost you an arm and a leg, but not anymore. So we saw that now, again, with our digitized content, it would be far more faster. The velocity of disseminating, diffusing knowledge would be faster if we actually, again, make the information there for everyone to have. So that's really the key here. We really lowered the barrier for people to ask for Starbooks, in terms of the technical requirements, and even the proprietary or legal requirements. So it's really us pushing this product in a way where this will be very, very convenient for users.
Ang gaganda ng mga reactions ng mga teachers. Kanina nakikipagkwentuhan ako sa kanila. And may teacher doon na nagsabing, "Sir, hindi na kami kailangang bumaba pa ng bayan para mag-research ng ituturo." So lahat ay nakikita na nila sa Starbooks. Pati yung mga interactive videos na makikita doon sa system ay talagang daw kapakipakinabang sa mga mag-aaral ng Malinaw Elementary School.
Dati po, pag po may assignment po kami, nanghihiram po kami kay ma'am ng libro. Tapos po, pag po yung iba hindi po nakakagawa, pagkadati kailangan po naming agahan para po yung iba makaaga pong makagawa ng assignment.
Doon lang po sa tinuturo po ng teacher namin, tsaka po sa libro. Mahirap po kasi. Kasi dapat pa po basahin. Kailangan pa po namin pumunta ng bayan para po makapag-research.
Sabi po ng mga iba po sa aking kaklase ko po, Uy, may Starbooks, may dadalhin daw dito. Makakapanood tayo, sabi ng ma'am. Tapos sabi ko po, oo nga. Sabi po ng mga yan, hindi na tayo muna maglalaro ha, manonood muna tayo. Sabi na po ganun.
Nung una po dumating dito ang mga technician at una po, yun po, sumubok po ako. Nakatulong po ito sa akin. Sa pag-aaral ko po, dahil po madali na po ito, papanoorin niyo na lang. Tapos isi-search niyo na lang po kung ano pong lahat po ng mga kailangan ko. Kaya po madali po akong matuto.
Yung ginagawa po namin, yung pag manonood kami sa Starbooks, kami po para po siyang sinusulat lang po ng teacher sa blackboard. Tapos po, para po kaming hindi po namin kailangan pong isulat yung mga sasabihin ng teacher, tuturo na lang po nila.
Maraming yung dating kulang ang kanilang kaalaman, ay ngayon bukas na ang kanilang isip kung saan nila hahanapin yung minsan ay related sa kanilang tinuturo na kanilang guro.
kasi doon sila kumukuha ng kanilang mga ituturo na alam ko namang applied sa K-12 curriculum. Masaya ang Batangas State University sa pangunguna ng aming University President si Dr. Tirso A. Ronquillo na nakakatulong sila sa mga mag-aaral dito sa Malinaw Elementary School. At alam namin na ganito talaga ang takbo ng buhay dito. Kaya ang Batangas State University ay patuloy na tutulong at aagapay sa mga pangangailangan nila bilang adopted barangay namin ng Batangas State University.
We never imagined, that Starbucks would be this big, that it would gain international recognition. But then again, I guess the bigger reward will be in the future. When all these students whose curiosity we have satisfied will be there to put their talent in the service of the country, to become future scientists, become future engineers, and offer their talent for the betterment of the country. So this is a small package that we started, but really we are hoping, and I'm pretty much sure that there's a big potential. There's really that the gold pot for the country.
Ang DOST ay talagang nakakatulong sa ating mga mag-aaral at ating mga teachers. Katulad nitong nasa Malinaw nga. So, katulad ng Starbucks, ini-enhance nila yung science knowledge ng ating mga estudyante. So, sana sa DOST patuloy pa silang palawakin yung range ng natutulungan nila kagaya ng dito sa barangay na ito. At sana ay lalo pa silang lumago kasabay rin ng paglago ng mga eskwelahang kanilang natutulungan.
Unang-una po, nagpapasalamat po kami sa DOST at sa tulong po nila, nabigyan kami ng computer at niya nga pong Starbucks na naging isa pong pakinabang sa aming mag-aaral dito sa paaralan ng Malinaw. At para naman po dun sa mga wala pa sa ibang paaralan, hinihimo ko po sila na sana po magkaroon din sila ng tulad ng natanggap namin na galing sa DOST na yan nga pong computer at Starbucks.
Nagpapasalamat po ako dahil po binigyan po nila kami ng ganon. Kahit po simple lang po, basta masaya naman po kami. At hindi po kami naiinip sa pagbabasa. Ngayon po, nanonood na lang po kami. Madami pa po kami natutunan kahit sa mga cartoon na panood lang po doon.
Maraming salamat po dahil po binigyan niyo po kami ng Starbucks at pagbubutihin po namin ang aming pag-aaral.
Dito sa mga batang ito, unang-una, thank you for sa kanila for appreciating Starbucks. But Starbucks is a trigger for them to open their minds to the bigger universe of science, technology, and for them to learn. It's a trigger for them to learn. So, and we hope that Starbucks accomplishes that task of being a tool for our young people to have this early appreciation for science and technology. But also, again, whenever you use Starbucks, it satisfies curiosity. Diba? That's the first pag ginamit mo Starbucks. But and remember that Starbucks is also there to provide solutions to problems. So, for the young people using Starbucks, don't stop dreaming. And may this tool open your mind to be more imaginative, more creative, and never to stop dreaming. Because that is the only way that we will progress with increase our human capacity to develop, to address our problems, to solve these day-to-day problems that we're encountering, and again, to move this country forward.
Yung pagsikat pa lang ng araw ay kita mo na yung may saya, liwanag na nagtataglay na may darating pang bukas para sa lahat ng mga isda. mahirap ang buhay. Wala kang alam na pagkukunan. Kung hindi ka maalam sa livelihood, hindi mo alam kung wala ka ding alam na trabaho para i-survive mo yung pamilya mo. Mahirap kung sa pangingisda ka lang aasa. Kasi dumadating yung panahon na piraso lang. Mga 10 hanggang 15 piraso ang huli ng isang mangingisda. Lugi ka pa sa gasolina.
Nakita namin yung mga issues ng mangingisda na pag walang huli, walang kita. So nakita namin lalo na nung bumagyo, no, when Typhoon Glenda hit, there was no electricity for 3 weeks. Halos natanggal yung bubong ng center namin. Walang tubig for 3 weeks, no. And yung mga mangingisda, yung mga huling isda na pinatuyo, wala, lahat nawala. So nakita namin yung opportunity then for how can we really actually help the maliliit na mangingisda. When we established the center in 2011, our intention was to raise awareness about conservation for Taal Lake. Kasi the water quality of Taal Lake is, we don't know yet if it's still Class B at that time. When we say Class B, it should be good for recreation and other water sports activity. And we want it to be clean. We want it to be Class B. So we did a lot of conservation work. We had a lot of focus group discussions also para malaman namin ano ba yung mga ginagawa ng mga taong activities sa tubig and then ano yung visions din nila for the lake. And nakita namin na lahat gusto maging malinis at maayos yung lake. So we said, why don't we create not just conservation initiatives, no, but let's also involve people with local economic development. And so that's when we realized na hindi lang dapat conservation issues yung dinadala, kundi pati livelihood din nung community.
Sa topic pa lang, mahirapan ka na. So, nakailang pasa kami ng topic nun. Tapos, ayun nga. So, nung nagpunta kami sa advisor namin, sabi ng advisor namin, why not to try na magtanong kayo sa DOST? Na makahanap sila ng project na baka pwedeng i-turn over nyo. So, nagpunta po kami ng DOST.
Ang amin lang tulong sa kanila is mag-isip kung ano yung magandang proposal, thesis proposal nila, na makakatulong sa mga ating SMEs o kung saan mang proyekto na gumagamit ng mga equipment o kung ano mang mga devices.
Baka po meron kayong project na pwedeng i-turn over sa amin. And then, nung una sabi niya, parang wala, di ba? Sabi niya, parang wala daw. Kasi ang madami daw sa kanila ngayong project is for mechanical and then chinek niya agad yung email niya and then at that moment na-receive niya yung email ni Sir Arvel Malubag na galing sa Pusod na humihingi sila ng parang pwedeng design or kung sino pwedeng gumawa ng project na solar powered.
Batangas State University students came to Pusod. Nag-iisip sila kung ano yung pwede nilang itulong sa community ng mga mangingisda at very interested sila sa ginagawa ng Pusod. Excited din sila, no, na makipag-partner sa community. So, doon namin nakita na yung partnership talaga ay maraming potentials.
Nung una, yung BSU student para sa kanilang solar dryer. Ilang beses na kasing may dumating. Kaso, pag kulang yung capacity ng budget nila, hindi talaga matuloy-tuloy.
So, nag-usap kami kasama yung KMMLT at naghanap kami ng funding source para dun sa idea na nabuo naming lahat.
Pagising ko pa lang mga bandang 4 a.m. Ihahanda mo na yung, siyempre dapat ikaw nakapagkape ka na bago ka pumunta ng lawa. Tapos, ihahanda mo na yung gasolina, yung flashlight, daladala mo siya pagbaba, daladala mo na yung planggana na kung saan siya mong lalagyan ng mga huli. Pagdating mo sa bangka, ibababa mo yung bangka. Tapos, pagkababa mo, pupunta ka dun sa parte na iyong pinagladladan o pinagtangadan ng lambat. Dyan lang po sa may laot ng laot. Marami pong biya diyan, lalo na po pag panahon. Ay, napakahirap ng buhay ng isang mangingisda na bago ka makahango ay talagang daig mo pa yung ikaw ay lahat ng pagod mo ay nandoon. Pero pagka naalis yung pagod at hirap mo, pag marami kang huli, parang yung equivalent ng huli sa pagod mo ay wala ang pagod mo, basta maraming huli. Yung kaya mong isurvive yung pangangailangan ng mga bata, yung lahat ng gastusin. Pag nahuli po yon, napakadami pong proseso. Yun po ay isa-isang tatanggalin dito sa net. Tapos saka pa yun bibiyakin. Tapos isa-isa pong aalsan. Pag nabiyak po yun, isa-isang aalsan ng bituka. Pagkatapos noon, naalis ang bituka, ilang beses mo siyang huhugasan. Tapos bababad mo sa normal na tubig kung tamtamang tubig at alat lamang. Yun lang ang ingredients ng biya. Kapag nalagyan na yun ng nakailang minuto na sa asin na may tubig, ay saka po yun ibibilad ng isa-isa. Isa-isa pa pong ibibilad doon sa, kita po yun yung lambat. Isa-isa po yung ibibilad doon. Mga 8 hours, pinakamatagal na ang 8 hours sa pag ang araw ay continuous na mainit, 8 hours, positibo na tuyo na. Pero pagka umuulan, hindi natutuyo yun.
So, solar-powered fish dryer, sinusuplayan siya ng solar power, 2,000 watts. So, nag-harness siya ng energy from the sun. Tapos yung energy na yon, i-convert niya into electricity. Kasi yung napoproduce na energy ng isang solar panel is in DC form. So, kailangan pa natin siyang i-convert into AC para magamit natin yung mga typical nating loading. Halimbawa, yung heater, naka-AC form kasi siya. So, yung napoproduce natin AC. So, kailangan mo pa siyang i-convert into AC. So, we need inverter na siya yung kapag pumasok na yung electricity from the battery, i-convert na niya agad into AC para magamit siya ng load. And then, meron kami na 8 na battery kung saan doon namin ini-store lahat ng nakukuha naming energy. Yung battery, pwede siyang naka-still lang doon habang may time kasi na sobrang intense ng sunlight. So, pwede yung sunlight directly na kaagad na nagsusupply doon sa load. Which is, yung sunlight, halimbawa, mag-harness siya ng 1,500 watts. I-convert niya lang yon into AC, pwede na siya agad magamit nung mismong cabinet, yung dryer mismo. So, ganon. Kapag naman tulad ganito, yung medyo makulimlim, yung battery naman, yung nagsusupply dun sa mismong dryer. Kasi, siya yung, nakastore sa kanya yung energy eh. So, kahit gano'ng kaliit na ang ma-harness na power nun, i-store niya yun. Tapos, if ever na magkulang na yung kanyang capacity para ma-store mo, halimbawa, continuous mong ginagamit yung dryer and then yung battery mo, halos 50% depth of charge na, and then wala ka masyadong light, pwede mo siyang automatic gamitin yung on-grid na power. So, ibig sabihin, pwede mong i-convert yung solar-powered into utility-powered. So, merong ganong technical part yung thesis namin, na i-off mo lang yung solar, then i-on mo yung utility.
Kasi sa biya, wala ka na makikita na yung patsang-patsang na kita mo yung dumi ng langaw. Wala ka makikita. Talagang kita mo yung talagang normal na tuyo na walang damage yung isda. Yung traditional, syempre pag mahangin, maraming gabok. Tapos yung langaw, Siyempre, hindi mo maiiwasan na, hindi mo mababantayan naman yung binilad na lagi mong aalsa ng langaw. Tapos pag yun naman ay nasa nasa solar dryer na, wala ka nang babantayan na talagang pag inilatag mo doon isa-isa, antayan mo na lang yung oras na tuyo na siya, na pwede mo na siyang hanguin.
So ngayon, kung dati inaabot yun ng around 2 to 3 days bago matuyo, lalo na kung yung panahon is makulimlim, ngayon inaabot na lang siya ng 3 to 4 hours.
So pagdadry.
Sa pagdadry.
So yung dryer namin, pwede siyang capacity niya is 15 kilos ng raw fish. And then once na na-dry siya, pwede siyang umabot ng 3 kilos of dried BIYA.
Nung na-design na yung fish dryer at nabuo na yung prototype, no, tinest namin yon several times ng isda, binitad na isda, yung mga isda, nagbitad sila ng isda, tapos nilagay namin doon. At nakita namin na yung produce, no, yung product from the fish dryer ay food grade talaga. At pinatest ito, no, food test ito, tapos tiningnan yung quality. And maganda talaga yung quality and food grade. And people are willing to pay a premium to buy the product.
Yung food nutrients nga, safe ka talaga. Yung isda kasi iba ang pagkatuyo ng isda dun sa dryer kaysa sa normal na traditional na ginagawa ng mangingisda. Malaki yung income. Yung income ba halos ay may ibenta mo kasi pagka tinanong ng bumibili saan tuyo yan, solar ba o yung traditional. Kasi iba yung presyo ng nasa solar, iba yung presyo ng traditional. Una po, nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng mga ahensya na tumulong sa amin sa kilusan ng maliliit na mga isda sa lawa ng Taal, lalo-lalo na sa DOST, BSU, Pusod, local government, na talagang handang tumulong sa mga mangingisda para maiangat ang buhay ng isang mahirap, para maranasan naman nila yung buhay na talagang ikaw ay nasa level na hindi ka na masasabi na walang mahirap dito sa Pilipinas.
Isa naman kasi ang layunin, hindi ka tumulong. Ikalawa, kung susuluhin mo yung cost ng isang project, malakas ang pag-i-implement ng isang project kung sama-sama o marami ang magkakaisa para ito ay ibigay sa mga tao.
Yung feeling na parang simpleng thesis namin magiging ganon. Parang syempre nakakagulat, di ba?
And nakita namin talaga yung value ng science in the work that we do. That when we are backed up with real science and true science, then we can manage and decide better than when we have none.
Talagang siyensya ang pag-asa.
Oo, siyensya talaga. Tsaka yung mga nadidevelop nila, hindi lang iilan, kundi lahat na nakikinabang.
The role of DOST and the science universities, no, will help us determine the future kasi it will help us decide better, it will help us solve problems faster, it will make use of resources more efficiently. So we really feel that science is important.
For a country to progress, it should start with the basic. That is to focus on the youth and harness their potential and to emphasize growth in the countryside in order to achieve sustainability. At yan nga ang ginagawa ng DOST, kaya maraming salamat. Todo buhos ang biyaya sa ating buhay dahil sa inyo. And that's it for today. Kahit anumang panahon ang dumating, babalik kami kaya nood lang 11 a.m. to 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. You can visit our webpage at www.dostv.ph and subscribe to our YouTube channel www.dostv.ph/YouTube or like our Twitter and Instagram page DOSTVPH and our Facebook page facebook.com/DOSTVPH. Kaya click na at mag-login para lagi tayong magkasama. Dahil weather lang ang laging nandyan, tag-araw man o tag-ulan, hindi nang iiwan kahit sino ka man. Kami ang DOSTV na laging nandyan, may bagyo man, kulog o kidlat, hindi namin kayo iiwan. Dahil laging tandaan, weather is forever.